Okay, Cupcake.
What?
Cupcake.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh, God. Excuse you.
Ooh. Tea burp. And a bit of
Dad
potato.
tea burp.
Potato tea.
Well, after eating an entire Chipotle burrito bowl, a bowl of butter noodles, and some chips and salsa, I finally am not hungry anymore.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't like a huge bowl of noodles. It was just like, like a handful. But I was still kind of hungry. And then after that, I was like, that's right, I bought salsa, so I can have some chips and salsa. After a couple handfuls of those, I was feeling like I'd eaten enough.
Well, it is good to consume the nutrients and such.
I ate light today. I'm not super worried.
What the hell did I eat today?
Food. Delicious food.
Chicken, potatoes, ham sandwich. I know I ate something for breakfast, but I have no idea what it was. We are both staring blankly at Desert Bus, but because I have to record your audio, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm sorry! I'm just in awe of their insanity. Insanity.
Yes. Bus, 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 bus.
Hello and welcome to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. 2016 is almost over. Are you ready for 2017? Neither am I.
Robo Nixon? I would take Robo Nixon over our current arrangements.
I think anyone would take Richard Nixon over our current arrangement.
Mm-hmm. He at least...
Richard Nixon was an asshole, but he did a whole bunch of really good things for the country on top of being an asshole.
He was an asshole who wasn't a man-child on top of it. Like,
that's the whole thing. Like, Richard Nixon was a grown-ass man. Like, he was a politician and a lawyer.
Trump makes me wish that we had George W. back. Because I know Trump's just going to be another puppet, but he's going to be a worse puppet. Because he's actually an idiot, and not just a not super intelligent goof.
Oh, George Bush got a lot of shit. Like, George Bush is an intelligent human being. Like, he's not a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
he's not, the brightest man in the world, but he's not he's not an actual idiot. He's just
he doesn't quite have the life experiences that people like Eisenhower had.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about Republican presidents, like, Eisenhower's pretty much the gold standard in the 20th century, as far as Republicans go.
But he's already stacking the cabinet in important positions with people who
are assholes.
Should, in some cases, probably be in jail, along with Trump himself. But no, Hillary was also a devil. Oh no, she had a private email server where she didn't do much of anything wrong with it. And Ringo wants in. Excuse me for a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, lift a cat. Ringo. What up? I hope you didn't come in here looking for food, because I hate it all.
Buddy.
You need to start porking too much. Oh, the poor baby. I'm gonna go snuggle the boys in bed. Ringo, what? I can't pet you if you're all the way over there. See this?
But
this
Ringo's sad.
Come here. Did you just come in here so I would let you outside? You need outside? For fuck's sake. There are 2 other people in the house, you know.
Transmission interrupted. Reconnecting transmission.
Handsome? No. Okay. Phantom. 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 I will just kick your butt.
I don't know. Speaking of politics, I like legitimately didn't know how else to express myself today at work when I was talking to my bosses about their newest selection for attorney general, and my boss is just like, why do you say it's going to be such a shit show? I'm like, they picked a literal homo hater. What? Like the dude literally has a chip on his shoulder for homosexuals. I'm like, my one boss is going to lunch. I'm like, just look him up after work. You'll see. He messaged me later. He's just like, Jesus fuck, you weren't kidding. I'm like, I don't even know how to comprehend how not impartial this person's going to be.
Yeah.
And one of the first things they say when it's suggested they're being appointed to the position is, I'm going to roll back all the shit we did. Like, oh, great.
Yeah.
So let's start the riots all over again.
Well, in some places they're already happening.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
My state's one of them.
Mm-hmm. Here as well. Right at the Capitol, too, in some places.
My state's one of the places where the Republican Congress people are suggesting economic terrorism is a new crime, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, economic terrorism? What do they mean when they say that?
Basically preventing people from going about their lives and keeping the economy rolling.
Then I would argue things that keep people in health and good should be mandated by, I don't know, the government. That's
I mean, I will admit there were some fuck-ups here. One of them being blocking the highway exit for the ambulance. That was a massive, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, I'm not saying 2016 was an awesome year, nor that the years before it were all sunshines and rainbow, but 2016 was a dumpster fire. 2017 is going to be far worse than that.
Fiery tornado?
Landfilled fire tornado.
Sounds good. What's the hurricane, 2018?
Probably.
Depends on if the Democrats take Congress back. People tend to forget that we have midterm elections in 2 years, so in about 6 months they're going to start up all over again.
Hopefully we can get some seats back.
It depends on what they do in the next year, basically.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know Trump has technically backtracked on a lot of things, but it doesn't matter. He started the discourse, and because of the way the news works, we've then normalized it being okay to be a racist bigot. We just
can't
worked
even
really
believe
hard
that-
to remind people that that's still a thing, and it's bad.
I just can't believe there are any Congress people that are legitimately, any group of Congress people, I should say, not just like that it's a single person, but that there are a group of people who legitimately believe that a national registry of Muslims is a good idea. I'm just like, oh, this is not going to end well.
Aren't there still living Holocaust survivors?
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah.
And what about Manzazar?
And we're still trying to get people to forget the whole internment camp thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
Manzazar is your state, too.
Yeah. We are not an awesome country. Sometimes not the worst, but not awesome.
Like, when our leaders in the 60s and 70s mention internment camps during World War I and World War II, they basically go, we let fear and paranoia take over our lives. This was not wise. Let's never do this again. Like some of our greatest civic leaders, both sides, going, let's not do this again. We need to learn from our mistakes. People got dumb, stupid, and soft, and we're doing it all over again.
I'm looking forward to the next economic crisis.
You're funny. Next economic crisis is going to be a complete crash of our economic system.
Oh no, that's what I mean by looking forward. I don't mean, in fact, that I am looking forward, just that I know it's coming, and yeah. I mean, at least I'm white. I mean...
But are you white enough? Or the
Yeah.
right kind of white?
I was born in America, though, so I'm poor white, but that's still white. I mean, I'm a woman, so that knocks it down. I'm disabled, but that's not a real thing. And I'm queer, but when you look at me, you don't automatically see that, so... Like, from a legal standpoint, most things aren't going to affect me unless it affects, benefits for the disenfranchised economically, or my uterus.
You know what scares me?
Oh.
I don't know how to put this in. I don't know how to put this into words. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm not disabled enough to be incapable of hiding the fact that I'm disabled, which means like literally. Well, that's like the only thing I have going against me for what might get me in trouble. I am literally the man.
Yeah. You're
white, middle class.
Well, you're aware you're the man, though. I mean, you don't wear a badge that says that, and that would be stupid.
But more terrifyingly, I work for
the man.
Like the man. Like I work for a guy, like ultimately the guy who owns and founded my company is the man. Like the literal fucking pejorative the man. He's rich, he's white, and he's conservative. Very conservative. And when this shit came out and everybody in the company kind of went, oh shit, he's going, don't worry kids, we got your back. It's like, I don't know what the fuck to think.
I mean, there is certain kinds of conservatism that is not the kind of conservatism we know. They're a minority, but they still exist. So automatically being conservative doesn't make you a devil. But it's really hard to not sort of lump everything together when the vast majority is driving the bus off the cliff.
There's this moment when you look at the people you're working for and realize, and I mean this in the most non-malicious way possible, there's this moment when I looked at the people I was working for and went, am I a stormtrooper?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there are a lot of people who did that this year.
Like, I don't have, it's like I don't have any particular
malicious intent, but
intent.
But at the same time, we don't have enough economic balance for you to have a real choice in just going, okay, I don't care for the conservative values, so I'm not going to work for this company. And in all rights, from what I understand, your company is not the absolute devil. So
our company is, as companies go, is the devil. Like,
I said not the absolute devil.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they are the kind of company that mothers tell their children like they're the boogeyman. Like, they're literally like what like the hardcore liberals go on about, like the companies that are getting away with murder. Like,
yeah,
there's this weird dichotomy of like, my company is able to be super successful because they're completely cutthroat, like horribly cutthroat.
That is sadly how a lot of companies work.
But they're not cutthroat to their people.
Yeah.
Not terribly so. Because
you have to... They're depending on the stranglehold and perception of the company, there has to be a balance between behind the scene and in front. Like, Walmart is the devil, but at the same time, it brings jobs to areas that don't have them. A lot of people get work who never could, and it provides, through malicious acts, cheaper goods. And I shop there, and I have friends who work there. But at the same time, there's not really other options viably. Like, all my other grocery stores are also part of something that is in one way or another malicious, or are very much not in a price range I can handle.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the cycle keeps working. We're stuck in a cycle of non-real choices because the way it's been set up and the fact that we keep not being able to properly implement any sort of actual change, it perpetuates itself. And that's how it stays.
I mean, and part of the reason why I make the reference to Stormtroopers is like, we're treated really well. I mean, like, they take good care of us, and they back us up, and they're always like, my leadership in my company is always like looking out for us and like doing shit to try to increase our satisfaction with our jobs. And it's like, but yet we're very clearly like, company policy is murder our competitors, just destroy them any way we've got that we can legally get away with. And it's just like, I mean, there are not very many companies left that are going, hey, we had a great year, here's some money.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like I'm going to get a profit sharing check again this year, which will be awesome. I don't ever turn down the fact that my company's like, hey, you worked hard this year. We made all of our goals. We have extra money. We're giving it back to you to invest in the community.
Which is technically an ethical thing to do. It's just how you got there that's the problem.
Yeah. It's also hilarious. John Menard absolutely hates the Waltons, like, horribly hates the Waltons. Like, one of his greatest dreams is to crush Walmart. This dude is very, very hilarious. Like, he's not on good terms with the Koch brothers.
Who is on good terms with the Koch brothers?
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's got the same, like, geopolitical views they do. He just thinks they're assholes.
Well, yeah. I don't imagine that most people don't, but I get where you're coming from. But yeah. We sort of, again, because that's how the system's been stacked up for a variety of reasons, can't really help but keep doing it. Because again, as I said, it's a perpetual cycle with non-real choices.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you out there, all of our 5 listeners, and occasionally the random spurt of beings going through the backlog. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try when you can to be ethical. I mean, at least be aware of what's going on behind the scenes as we watch a charity live stream.
Mm-hmm.
About driving a bus. Bus. I am not looking forward to 2017.
You're not looking forward to what?
2017.
I know.
Like, part of me... But I don't think it's gonna happen soon, and at least it won't in my state. But I'm a little worried that maybe the girl should get married, like, quickly in Nevada this year. Just in case.
Well, the thing... Okay, so the thing about gay marriage is they can say, oh, we're outlawing it again. But the only way they can really get it to stick at this point is a constitutional amendment, which
is
good luck.
Yeah. But, like I said, it's probably not going to happen, but the fear is there, and if I know I'm afraid of it, then it's likely because the rhetoric is there. And
I'm just saying, like, unless they decide to just completely dissolve our legal system, like, which they could, I'm not saying they can't, but, like...
I wouldn't recommend it, no matter how very convoluted and yet flimsy it is. But I wouldn't recommend Donald Trump for president, so...
I just mean, like, when I say the legal system, I don't generally mean, like, our court system. I mean, like, dissolve the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Because basically, the Supreme Court decided on it, so there's legal precedence for it to stay now. So it literally has to be a constitutional amendment. If they make a law, the Supreme Court will just cite its original ruling, its precedents, and say this is unconstitutional. You can't do it. We've already ruled on this. Your law is null and void. And you know as well as I do that constitutional amendments of the national level take forever to do, and they require 2/3 of the states to say yes, which at this point is getting harder and harder as more and more states have approved it.
Like, I know it's because of electoral college and bullshit, but even though when you look at the map you see a lot of red, that doesn't mean the same kind of red. It does mean a pack of idiots, but still. The
red you see is rural. There's a lot of states that are very rural, and they're worried about their way of life. Like, let's be dead honest. The world is moving on, and those states don't have a lot going for them economically that isn't agriculture. And I'm not saying that to shit on them. Like, I'm being straight up. Like, the states that are generally red are red because they're rural. They're agriculture. They're mining. They're there's stuff that's been so heavily automated that you just don't need people to do it anymore. Like, one guy sitting in a combine can do an entire field of corn. Because the shit's all automated. Like, up here, I would talk to the farmers. I'm like, how hard is it for you to, like, bring the harvest in? Like, I'm talking big shit, not like little family farm. They're like, the guy's like, he's like, I staked out the edges of my land, and the combine just follows a line. It just goes back and forth. It's all automated. He's like, I just sit in the cab to make sure it doesn't go off the rails. He's like, it's never actually happened, but just in case. I'm like, so that's what they mean when they say they've mechanized, modern agriculture. Like, such as the machines, it's the fact that you don't even really need as many people anymore. Like, a couple guys can do an entire day's worth of work. That's the same thing with mining, too. I mean, like...
Except for apparently some types of farming, because we still have a very big migrant worker program here.
Fresh produce.
Yeah.
anything that has to be hand-picked.
Well,
That's mostly fruit and leafy greens.
Napa Valley essentially lives off of the the migrant worker.
It's
program.
literally the only way that they can keep the prices low enough.
A program that is still shitty, but better than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly slave wages.
Just damn close.
Yeah. But this is also the state that makes prisoners be firefighters for $1 a day. I think we ruled we couldn't do that anymore, but I don't remember. That might be going away because we closed the private prison contract thing.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that whole shebang in general just because it's just doesn't end well.
It doesn't work. I mean, plenty of things don't work, but that
was just a bad idea.
Yeah. But again, I think at a state level, a lot of the stuff that I'm super worried about are going to be fine. But again, I'm worried as a whole.
Well, it's like nothing's going to happen in my state. Like, you know, my state is a bastion of, let's be dead honest, progressive policy. And we seem to manage to come to compromises on both sides. Like, you know, roads get built, bridges get built. Har. Like, I'll never forget, dude. So there are three towns that surround where the new crossing is going in my town. Like, because it's like a whole bunch of towns butt up against each other. And one of the mayors out of the 3 towns decided that he wasn't going to raise taxes to pay for some road improvements that had to be done that the state had to pay for. And the state basically told the towns, like, look, you either have to find the money in your budget or you have to raise taxes. And so Stillwater, where I live, and the other town of the 3 said, yeah, fine, we're going to raise taxes like 1% for 10 years to pay for this, and then, you know, we'll take that levy off. This dude, being a hardcore teabagger, is just like, nope, no taxes, not going to happen. And, like, literally everyone involved is going, what the fuck? What do you mean? We're not doing it. We're not raising taxes. I'm not going to be a part of this. You don't have a choice in this. We're building this bridge one way or another.
Pretty much.
And so when they had another road project come up, they basically told the city that, like, didn't play ball, yeah, you're on the hook for all the work that goes through your city lines. So yeah, you find that money because we'll take it out of you one way or another. I was just like, holy crap. And this all came out of the fact that, like, this one guy wouldn't play ball. I mean, it was the city council too, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he spearheaded this whole deal that they were going to take a stand against this bridge that literally everyone came together on both sides of the you know, of the aisle, and, like, all of my state senators and Congress people, the federal level state Congress and people, and Wisconsin's, you know, same set, their governor, our governor, like, all of, like, the 2 cities that literally are right on the river, like, everybody was like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll get it done. We'll find ways to get the money. And this one city was just like, yeah, we're not going to be involved. You don't have a choice.
Like, what are you going to do? Build a road that doesn't connect?
Yeah. Well, the road that, the physical highway that connects is the state's problem. And the state got that money from, like, raising gasoline taxes 5 cents for, like, 10 years. But they're asking the cities to raise taxes to pay for. They originally were going to sink the highway and then put, like, right now the highway's like lights, got like, it's a highway, not a freeway, so it's got lights like every intersection where city roads, like the city intersections cross.
Yeah.
They're going to sink the highway and put overpasses in, but they wanted the cities to pay for that to get done. Well, the one city didn't, so they never did it. They had to change their plans to make do with the fact that they weren't going to get that funding. It was just really insane. It was one of these, like, are you really going to take a political stand here on this issue that everyone agreed on? Everyone, all the major players came together and agreed to get this done, and you're going to take a stand just to make a big stink about taxes. This is like one of those things where our other politicians were looking at the guy going, this is not the time or the place. But in not so shitty news, second season of Love, Genovio, and Other Things is on its way, and I'm super excited.
Yay!
I can't wait to watch more silly Rika action. And her mad, fantasies.
Yay, animus that are ridiculous, but still good, unlike other animus.
What animus are not good? Why are you staring into the distance? Oh shit!
I'm just remembering all of it. I mean, again, not just that, but not exclusive to animes, but some lately. I still haven't even watched Kaiju or however the fuck you say it, but
oh yeah,
I am not happy. But that's probably just going to be Kiki in general for a while. But just the videos and screenshots I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Totally unrelated to Kaiju, but in the same vein, hubby and I started playing Shadowverse, which is kind of like Hearthstone, but with a little more Magic the Gathering sort of feel. You can play it for free on Steam. But it has the same concept of you play heroes classes, and the mage, essentially. She has the biggest, most uncomfortable looking tits I have seen in a while. And when you evolve a character, your hero does a fancy animated move. Ignoring that already, just when she's just there, her boobs sway for no reason. But she does this massive jiggle motion that makes my chest cry. So I wasted in-game money to buy the alternative hero skin, so I wouldn't have to see that.
Hang on 1 second.
Not that that character is the only one in that game that has that issue, but it's the same issue pretty much any other game has. That tits and ass are everywhere, and a lot of them look like little girls. But at least it gave me the option to change her out, although when someone else plays that against me, I still see her giant swaying, totally uncomfortable looking tits. What is the character's name? Isabel?
Sorry, I parked my ass in the mod chat on my Discord server, and then they dumped all in on me. They're like, "What are you doing, Cupcake? What the hell's going on? Cupcake, why are you ignoring us?" I'm just like, I'm recording the podcast. Oh.
Wait.
So that's why you were here.
I'm seeing a censored version?
Oh boy.
That's not...
That's hilarious.
Oh, fuck. That makes me wonder how censored the other girls are.
Enough?
So I'm gonna send you an image of Isabel. And these don't, when you're in the battles,
Jesus Christ.
these things don't stand them around. They have slight motion movements to them, which means her tits are always in movement. And apparently, the one where she at least has her chest covered is the centered version.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. What you don't see from this angle is that on the side that has purple, you see how it has on the shoulder the strings? That's also on the side of her boob, and it's shown in the way that the flesh is protruding out.
Yeah.
Which, I don't see how... I mean, for play and whatnot, sure. As your everyday get-up, probably not a good idea.
Doesn't look like it'd be very comfortable.
No.
If I learned anything about girls with big tits, they're looking for as much support as they can get.
Yeah.
Kiki's like, shut your fucking whore mouth, you piece of shit.
What? I bought a nice new bra while it was on sale. And I love it. I just need like 15 more of them.
More of them, yes.
Just go to Nordstrom's. Buying a bra in my size at Nordstrom's is close to almost $100. And I realize that's going to be a bomb-ass bra. But that would require me saving the $100, and I need a bra right now. Like, that's one of the issues of being poor. If it's something you need now, you can't exactly save up for the better thing if you don't have it. And it's required to, I don't know, function in life. Bitch. Money is terrible. What else am I saying? Is it just Isabel? No, I don't want to go to Censored Gaming on Twitter. That site, or that account, is full of morons who use terms like vagina bone.
The hell is a vagina? Well,
they meant pelvis, but didn't know pelvis. But they're talking about censorship in gaming. And all that happened was they took some shading off so her pelvis wasn't horribly defined. But vagina bone.
That vagina bone.
As far as I can tell, it looks like the only real censorship, and that's probably because that character moves and doesn't just sit on a card. Anywho, vagina bone.
That vagina bone.
That vagina bone!
And so I told him, grab her by the pussy.
Oh. I will say I am enjoying some of the rallying cries that have come out from this latest political rally word thing, like nasty women and this pussy grabs back and such. But I am also very much not shocked that the things that those things brought about are things that are still a thing.
So can I ask you a kind of weird technical question? Because I've been trying to figure this out for days, and I'm...
Are you trying to figure out how you would grab someone by the pussy?
Well, yes, but that isn't what I was going to ask about.
Okay.
I have seen so many... I have seen so many references to... I've been looking for a new blanket for the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one's getting kind of worn from 10 years of having it. I've seen all this talk of duvet covers, but never what a duvet itself is.
A duvet is a super puffy comforter.
Oh.
And you put a cover on it, and the cover is what you wash.
Oh, that seems super convenient.
Yes. Like, if you can't afford one, it's going to last you a long time, and then you just buy covers for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like...
Now I'm tracking.
Almost like having a futon blanket, but so much more fluffy and comfortable, especially in the winter.
I have to look into one of these.
Mm-hmm. California doesn't quite, as long as you've got insulation, that is, get cold enough in this area to really warrant a duvet, but I lived in a small trailer that had little to no insulation for one winter, and I'm very lucky that it came with a duvet.
That's how you stayed warm?
Well, that and a heater that thankfully didn't burn the thing down, but yeah. Because that thing was not meant to be like someone's home. That's, you take it camping when it's nice and warm.
Oh, I see. Yeah, apparently some of these nicer ones, they're like over $100.
Mm-hmm.
The actual, like, comforters that go inside.
Highly recommend, because obviously you can wear it to warm yourself, or use it, wear it. I mean, I wear blankets, but that's because I'm me. But, you know, for the cold winters, it's a great comforter, and you could, if you wanted to, just lay on top of it in hotter seasons. And you still just wash the cover.
Well, that just seems convenient for what I wanted for, maybe not the super warm ones, but the...
Yeah, well, they come in a... At least nowadays, they come in a variety of density. Again. Although, some people find it a bit difficult to put the cover back on the duvet, but I can show you, like, a quick YouTube video that makes it super easy.
Wouldn't it be just kind of like a big pillowcase? Like,
kinda. Pretty much. There's a way, though, that you can just kind of roll it up and pull it, and it covers it again for you.
Weird. Seems convenient, too. Probably doesn't need as big of a washer to wash the cover.
Because, like, if you're washing a comforter, you're washing everything, and with the duvet, you're just washing the cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like trying to wash a very thin mattress. Which, I hope we get to buy a new one soon.
Yours is getting flumpy?
Yes. I'm not exactly sure how old this one is. Because this is the one we got from Greaves. Because this was her spare mattress, Sid's, when ours started attacking us with springs.
Yikes.
What was I talking about? 4?
I don't know.
Vagina bone. Vagina bone. It's called a pelvis. It's the pelvic bone. But that area you were talking about really wasn't bone, more the muscle definition. Let's see. You had finished stuff. What was the stuff you had finished?
I don't even remember at this point. It's been a while.
Escaflowne!
I didn't finish it, but I got damn close.
Well,
I have like one disc to go.
You went through a lot of it, and I don't remember Escaflowne. Should I bother, or...
The new dub is okay. It's not world-ending. I mean, I'm glad I own it, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is so much better than the old version. It's just kind of like, oh, so that's what it would sound like with, you know, modern dubbing where everybody gives a flying fuck.
And I imagine it's not edited to fuck and gone? Because I think that was an old issue, but I'm not sure.
That was a little bit edited, like, not edited at all anymore, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen, totally unrelated to anything we were talking about, but I just saw it in my stream, so it reminded me, the shit that is the Assassin's Creed 2 remaster?
No, I hadn't.
Like, why? Why?
Like, that bad?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Dink. I think it has a link to the video in there somewhere.
Is super jacked up.
That not
boy.
just the graphics, but it's glitchy to all fuck too. Which I'm not even that big of an Assassin's Creed franchise fan, but I mean, it's for the most part been pleasant.
It looks
to look
better
at.
in the old version.
Yeah,
What?
they took out like a lot of the atmospheric stuff and made it all bright, but that doesn't really work. Like, all the texture files are, like, oversaturated and sharpened. And apparently some NPCs are just straight fucked up. Oh, I'm out of tea. Cat, go bring me more tea.
Okay.
Cat. Tea?
Whoa! Yeah, you weren't kidding. What happened to that guy's texture file? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
He looks fine in the original.
And then it's just suddenly Shank face. Like, did nobody look at this before they sent it out? I think there's like a part where the guy's trying to climb something and the character's arm just flails off.
Wow, so glitchy. Damn. Oh fuck, the original looks better than the remaster. What the fuck? That just, like, what?
Sorry, I'm just scrolling my news feed that I haven't really been looking at lately because it makes me angry. And
people have been throwing shade.
Fuck. And then there was an auto-playing video that can go right fuck to hell. You know, an accompanying article to this video would have been helpful to me because I'm not gonna just watch the video. Because I'm recording stuff right now. Although, why does Dorkly have a puppet who's screaming about anime? Should we have a puppet? You still with me, Cupcake?
What's up? I'm sorry. I was reading about Vince McMahon.
Oh, which thing?
The dude seems like a fucking caricature of like a crazy human being.
Oh, he kind of is. He is both a fucking ass strong guy who is also an old man.
JR once told this on Opie and Anthony. JR once farted in a car with Gerald Briscoe, which made Briscoe start gagging and throwing up. Vince heard about that, so backstage at Raw one night, he tried to fart and make Briscoe puke. It backfired, and Vince shit his pants. He then had to go out the ring and do a promo. JR said that all the production people in his headphones told him about it, and that they were instructed to keep the camera shots above his waistline for the entire promo.
Yep. He's also the same guy who will intentionally piss himself on camera if he thinks it'll look good, so. Seriously though, should we have a puppet who shouts about anime?
What?
I was trying to what I thought was an article link, and apparently it's a video link, but I have the sound off, So it's just, from what I can tell, a video of a puppet who I think is shouting about anime, but I don't know because I have the sound off.
You're right, it is. What?
So I don't know what these cliches he's talking about are, but he looks upset.
I can watch it and tell you if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Let's mock or agree with a puppet. I suppose the Jabberbot's kind of a puppet.
That is a very rude thing to say about me.
Okay, so number one is waiting for the smoke to clear to see if the bad guy's actually dead or not.
I wouldn't call that secretly awesome, but not a terrible cliche. It's a good tension builder. I mean, we all know what's happening, but that doesn't automatically make it bad. DBZ could tone it down a bit.
Spirit weapons. The little black hole vortex thing before the big attack.
I don't see that as an issue either. Again, visual storytelling. If it works.
Yeah.
I mean, you get both.
Strong henchmen. Okay.
I'm not seeing why these cliches are having to be said as awesome, because they're not terrible cliches. Strong henchmen aren't even a cliche. That makes fucking sense. I mean, in that it happens a lot, yes. But that's because that's even how it works in real life. I'm yelling at you.
Acknowledging big titties.
Okay, we don't need more big titties. I already ranted about that. Coming from a lady who has big titties and would dearly like to not. Not that things can't have big titties, just the way we present them.
Cutting things clean in half. Visual storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, again, yes, that's a bit of cliche, but I don't know that it's, at least in my circles, something that people bash. Again, visual storytelling. We all understand what's happening. And, especially in anime, it can be easier just to go to that because of budget.
Mm-hmm.
That
Blowing up a bunch of mooks is number 7. Like when the Gundam just goes, blah, and shoots its million lasers and kills everything around it.
That's action in general.
Incest is number 8, wow.
Yes. That isn't so much an anime issue as a cultural issue.
That's a cultural issue on both sides. There's so much porn on the internet right now that's like, I fucked my sister, I fucked my mother. It's like,
dude,
holy shit.
At least in like, I lost all my words, I'm sorry, hang on. When they translated it, they would like add step in there. They're not even bothering to now. There's like a massive surge of half-sibling stuff happening right now. It's okay, because we only share like one parent. Let's fuck.
Or like they're step-siblings because they're children from previous marriages that are now living together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay because they're not blood related.
Although for a while that was like the big thing for romance too.
Oh god, please twins, my nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is my sister and which one will be my lover?
But again, cultural, just prevalent in anime, but that's because of what it's coming from. Even we have that.
Let's see what we have next. Power levels is the last one. Oh god.
Out of Dragon Ball, is that even a thing anymore? Ignoring video game related media?
I don't know.
Like, I know I'm not watching enough anime anymore, but from what I'm scoping out, at least, and watching a couple episodes of here and there, they don't so much talk about actual levels of power just being stronger than the other. which is,
Mhm.
again, a thing of action.
That was very random.
Well, okay, maybe we don't need a puppet. He didn't seem very, informed or on our level. Yeah, we're better than a puppet, I think. Oh, that puppet probably has more views than we. Although I am kind of looking forward to the new Pokemon anime, which is not something I've said in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've seen a couple clips of the Japanese version, and it would be everything I would love from a Pokemon anime, so sure. But as someone who's not a hardcore Pokemon fan, I don't know if that's what the majority would like.
God, I haven't watched Pokemon in forever.
I'm not even playing Pokemon Go anymore, but that's because my phone is rooted, so it won't work on there.
Hmm.
And now there's a lip sync battle happening.
Cupcake, work hard. Oh God, you weren't kidding. What the hell am I watching?
Lip sync battle? What is he lip syncing?
Guess. I don't even know. He's doing a really good job, though.
It is not surprising that he knows the moves, either.
How the hell does he know the dance moves?
I want to say a couple years ago, they let it slip that him and Kathleen are, like, really into K-pop, which is really more K-hip-hop these days, like, even knowing how to do dances and stuff, so it usually comes up during a desert bus at least once for them to do something.
That's funny.
Or is this a Psy song?
When I see them with their daughter, it's just like
oh, Penelope is
very dad.
So fucking adorable.
And you're telling me your uterus was exploding?
Yes. I don't have a severe want to be a mother or anything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like they actually look like somebody's parents now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look back at like the historical, even like last year when she was like a lot smaller.
Well, because she was only a couple days old.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was thinking last year she'd been.
No, she's 1 now. She was born this month, a little bit before Desert Bus.
That's right. I forgot that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even aware Kathleen was pregnant until they were like, "Oh, hey, here's a baby."
I remember that because they weren't sure if they were going to be on because she was like due like during Desert Bus. I'm sorry. I was thinking she was like 2 or 3. I'm going like, damn. So my stance still stands that basically, like, it's weird. Like when people have kids, like they start to look like parents. Like I don't know what it is, but like they are parents. But you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
They take on the characteristics of like what you expect people's parents to look like.
I think it kind of helps that Graham already had kind of a nerdy dad wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I don't know what's happening. There's cardboard. Enjoy our play-by-play of Desert Bus.
It reminds me of like, what if like my general managers are like, I don't know.
What are you trying to conjugate in your sentence there? Conjugate, it's not the right word. And are they doing Virtual Insanity or whatever the fuck that song's called?
I have no idea.
He's moving. I'll turn the radio on for a sec. No, that's not what that is. I thought it was because they were sliding around. I thought they were mimicking the video. I have no idea what that is. But I am not one of the hip kids, even though I think Ian is older than I am.
Oh wow, they got enough to add another hour, Jesus. I just keep waiting for, like, some rich troll to just fucking slam them, like, 10 minutes before they're supposed to be done.
Well, I know they have, like, an actual cutoff point of we cannot legitimately go beyond this, because we have jobs. But yeah, that would be hilarious.
What is it? I think they'll go through, like, they're willing to go through, like this Sunday, I think it's like, like that's where they cut off, and they're just like, look, if we ever get this far, like, we'll just be like, thanks for the money, we're done. They're
pretty much, all the auctions that were meant to be auctioned are, like, either in the process of ending or ended. And I think they no longer have any more call-ins. I think, Imahara was their last one.
Mm-hmm. I actually caught the Penn Gillette one this year. That was great.
I did not.
He looks like a deflated balloon, and I don't mean that in, like, a mean sense. Like, he's lost so much weight that, like, his skin is baggy.
That's
a lot of fucking weight.
That's what real quick weight loss does. Your body doesn't burn the skin up at the same time. That sounds slightly morbid, but something I should consider for my large
That's literally why they
character.
tell you if you're going to lose a lot of weight to do it slowly so that your body has time to
that and for
subdue the skin.
Your, whole system as a whole, because losing weight really quickly can severely fuck you up in general, which is why it's normally seen as, like, a sign of a disease. But sometimes, even from a healthy way, it can kind of happen, or you get lipo. And then he closed his eyes. Cupcake, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. You can tell me to stop whenever you need to.
No, No, stop, Cupcake. No, want to sleep.
Can't stop. I don't remember how that song goes. Can't stop. Can't stop. The beat won't stop. Won't stop the beat. No. Yeah, it's limbo under that fake graphic, and then walk into it because it's not actually there. Again, our hefty Playboy play of Desert Bus, which we pretty much do every year now.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
I think you turned me onto it, like on 6, I think?
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I actually look forward to this, like, big time every November. I'm like, it's the week before Thanksgiving. That means we're going to be doing Desert Bus. Hell yes.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Like, shit may be terrible, but at least there was Desert Bus to remind me that there are still decent people in the world and funny as shit.
And they're goddamn Canadians.
I did not do any of the art challenges this year, though.
I didn't even know they were having them this year, although I missed, like, a lot of it because of work.
Most of the ones that I caught were either I caught them too late to do something, or they were, like, something I didn't want. Like the prize or whatever.
I don't know. Oh my god. And this isn't Meteora, is it? It's Hybrid Theory?
Oh, they're doing Linkin Park?
Oh god, this shit was my jam in high school.
Dude, Linkin Park is still my jam.
The new stuff is weird. He kind of turned into like a pseudo Bono.
I love experimental shit, so it continued to be my jam.
Dude, Meteora was like fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Breaking the Habit. This song in the end. All I remember is the techno song somewhere near the end that Mr. Han did. It was just like,
Yeah.
let's begin. So fucking, like, brutal. For some reason, he's reminding me of the lead singer of Panic at the Disco right now.
Yes. I can see that.
Like, a lot of their new videos.
Boy, Panic at the Disco became a very different band.
Yeah, didn't they?
Although I think a lot of the original bandmates are no longer part of the band, so that might be why. Or just general band aging, which happens. I certainly
it's like Blink-182.
I certainly enjoy both parts.
Or my personal favorite, Green Day. Those guys are in their mid-40s.
Mm-hmm. Still can rock, though. Says the 31-year-old.
Fucking Aerosmith finally just going, look guys, we want to keep rocking, our bodies can't physically take it anymore. You have bands like Kiss are just like, fuck it, we'll do it live.
It don't gotta be perfect. You just gotta rock.
All they want to do is rock and roll all day and all night.
Which was a real problem with pop for a while. Or
what?
Kinda still is, but the need for it to be perfect. That it became so
over-engineered.
Yeah. And unpleasant.
I miss like the late 90s with like the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera type shit. Excuse me.
I mean, I don't enjoy all of what Britney Spears musically does right now, but I still enjoy a decent amount of it.
Yeah, it's alright.
Mm-hmm.
You can really tell like a lot of the stuff from like the late 90s was like a whole bunch of like, you know, like not a whole bunch, but like 10 or 15 of like the top songwriters basically feeding, you know, big name pop artists music. Alex. Oh, that's who's doing it. I was like, what the hell is Alex?
What song is Alex?
I don't recognize the song.
I will temporarily turn my audio on.
Very techno-ish.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember her name. Kill V name. Yeah, it's from Grimes. The song is Kill V name. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing I'm enjoying. Girl pop rock is totally fucking back.
I still remember when it was an AKB48 did the theme song to Sugar Rush. That was so crazy watching Wreck-It Ralph. They go to the Sugar Rush cabinet and you fucking hear that opening theme. It's Sugar Rush. It's like, oh shit. Look at Graham! Oh my god.
Once again, I'm going to be sad when this is over.
Oh my god. They can all dance so well. It's amazing. I love it. It's so great. Oh my god. I just love Ian. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's like I recently heard the ending theme to Panty and Stockings again. I was just like, I'd forgotten how good that was.
Oh, so good.
I love that show. It's so weird. I have such weird memories of anime. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I just kind of went, and there's a lot of stuff that I love just for the concepts attempted. Like, Space Princess Mito was like a pretty clear, clean, like, alien space captain comes to Earth and causes shenanigans. And then you had, what was it? Aoi and something, a pair of queens. Where the main character... Do you remember me talking about this?
I'm...
the main character starts turning into a woman. Because, like, he's half of whatever species his mother is, and some of the males in their species change gender at puberty. And it's this whole thing about the girl that he was, the space pirate girl that he was going out with, not his mother, but, like, the other one was, like, would she still love him the same way?
Io and Matsuki, a pair of queens? Maybe?
Aoi Mitsuki, a pair of queens, yes.
Okay.
It's so random.
Oh, that does look adorable.
It's such a... You died. It was such a weird concept. And it was really weird because it's like a show from like the mid-90s, and like it like really experimented and really got into like the whole like what is love, what is attraction.
Oh man, it has that late 90s face look.
Mm-hmm.
They've
never released the Space Pirate Mito, but they never re-released Aoi Mitsuki, a pair of queens. Like, I have run into so few people who've actually heard of it, and even less people who own it.
Yeah, according to Anime News Network, yeah, there's like one release over here.
Yes.
And that was it?
I think I still have it. Let me go see if I can dig it out.
Anime Works. Is that even around still?
Yeah, it was some weird company. Whoa!
Oh, Media Blasters.
Hang on. Let's see. Dude, I didn't even remember owning that. Holy shit.
Oh wait, Media Blasters still around?
Yeah, Media Blasters never went away.
Okay, did the secondary company, I guess, or maybe they bought Anime Works? Because it's showing it on the list as a sub-company. Oh, they did, oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, where can I find this?
Excuse me.
Oof, pardon.
Where the hell is it?
Don't let your pile fall on you.
God damn it, that's what I get for fucking using hairspray.
What?
I'll explain in a second. Actually, be right back.
Did you just set something on fire?
No.
Okay. That's good to know. Oh, he's paying. I can hear it, but you probably won't. Probably shouldn't lay so lazily far away from my mic. Oh, hi, kitty.
Oh. Sorry. All that Kool-Aid goes right through you. Okay. Uh-oh, what's coming?
I don't know. Just a lot of damn, what? Oh, it's Omega, Force, I think they call it. When all the, shifts come together.
Oh, it's Omega Shift?
Yeah. Which I forgot had its own thingy. Or is that new? I don't know. It's the come together in shift. Also, how does Alex do that without his knees snapping?
I don't know. It's amazing, though. So they must have decided that they're not going to get enough donations to go to the next hour or so.
Well, I think they were just trying to pull as many people together to have the big together send-off. Oh,
A mistake.
What?
I love Heather. Ben is a dink.
Which Ben?
All the Bens, all the time. Lord and Savior.
Again,
Rock Lobster.
your wonderful play-by-play of Desert Bus. Which, when this comes out, will be over. But you could go watch it on their YouTube channel, probably by then.
Oh, did they have like a best of?
No, they literally put up all the entire stream.
Holy
Desert
shit!
Bus has its own YouTube. You can watch all of them. It would take all your life. They also do have best ofs. So, like, I forget what they call the team, but the video squad is very on point.
That's crazy. Master Frog. King Boy.
What? Why are we
Stop this, man.
Why are we doing the Night Watch stuff for this stuff?
Photo Boy. That person's got like a dog on their shoulder. Fugi.
That's not Fugi. Bone Zone. Puppy. Puppy! There are quite a lot of puppies.
Doggo.
Oh, who won? Did they say it? Who won the right to crash the bus?
I don't think so.
I mean, I didn't donate, so I'm not in the polling, but that would be kind of fun. Ooh, it's so nice outside. How cold is it in the land of bones?
Below freezing.
Ooh.
It was snowing earlier.
It is barely under 50 degrees here. It is very nice. Probably one of the few times I will say that about California. with regard to weather. The nice in-between period before the flood season, which probably won't be that bad this season, though, because we've moved back into La Nina already. Just enough to ensure that fire season still happens. Bones is searching within the massive pile of anime that is his collection. Hopefully a random shelf does not fall on him.
With my last breath, I curse Kiki!
Careful. I was joking. Don't actually die under anime.
Where the hell did I put that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, I believe you have it.
I thought I did.
I'm pretty sure you probably do, but I don't know when the last time you updated your list or anything.
Oh god, there it is.
He found it!
Buried in a back corner.
It does exist!
Ah!
And then he died.
And with my last breath, I... Oh, hey, there we go. I'm like... Don't you dare collapse, you son of a bitch! Okay, anyway.
Don't prove me right!
This is why I ordered that damn new shelf.
Yes. Have fun putting that together?
I don't know, Kiki. I don't know if I can do it. I only work for a fucking home improvement company. But yeah, no. So I bought that because it actually looked like an official release. It's an Anime Works release. And it's pretty fucking awesome. This, however, looked like a fucking bootleg. It doesn't look like the real thing. It looks like a fucking bootleg. And what's hilarious is The first season is in English. The second season is not. It's in Kenyan. No, it's in Japanese. I love the tagline. Girls who like girls who were boys who liked girls.
That's a mouthful of a way to go about that.
Oh yeah, I meant to show you what else I found. Right.
What else did you find? Was it anime?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I've never heard of this, but it was like $3 on sale.
Arcade Gamer? Is that what that says?
I think it's Arcade Gamer Fubuki. It's by Central Park Media. It's from the screenwriter of Cowboy Bebop and the animation director of Sakura Wars.
It looks like it would be.
You know what sold me? I don't know if I can get it to... Too dark?
Yeah. No. Am I looking at a smiling, muscle-bound, bald mannequin?
I think so.
Okay.
It's like a dude in a happy face mask.
The series stars Fubuki, long last name, not gonna try because I'll butcher it, a gamer whose passion panties, give her special gaming powers. She has a winged magical girl form, and she has a sword while in this form. The series has homage to Pac-Man, Virtua Fighter, and games like Sonic and Clone. Oh my god, you need to rip this so we can watch it.
Okay. I sometimes feel like my $5 buys are some of the best purchases I make.
Sometimes there are, like, little treasures we would have never known about. Yep. I mean, of course this gives them all the more reason to have panty shots, because they're magical. What? So I hit images when I did my Google search, because of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's a raptor playing an arcade machine?
Okay.
And... oh, is he a luchador? Oh, he's a masked wrestler. Who has giant eyes on the front? Okay. Yeah. Need to see this. Need to see it in hopefully all of its delicious cornball glory.
What's that? What I showed you?
Yes. Did I already, on a previous podcast, talk about that other historic alternative reality revisionism of now they're all hot chicks parallel universe thing anime that's slightly better than the other one I watched?
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't...
You said it was bad, I think.
It's trash, but delightful trash, as opposed to the other one, which only held my attention for the first episode, and as soon as the second episode started, I was like, nope.
Is he gonna be like Mac the Knife?
Huh? Maybe?
He just looks like he's gonna do one of those songs. Or maybe not. I feel like the first Desert Bus took place like in somebody's house. Like, holy crap, Desert Bus 6 when it was still like in their like changing room or whatever.
Yeah. In the wardrobe area.
Yeah.
But now they're like, not only is this an entirely new location from before, but they're in an entirely new moon base as well. With, like, proper offices and shit.
What the hell?
The Bone Zone, Bone Zone. This trip.
I hope that they get this up on the channel. This is great. They're gonna make a 600,000 again this year.
Probably. I mean, the total on the screen is still likely not the final total because of how long some things take to go through.
God, it's crazy. Holy crap, I'm so young! Holy shit! Hang on, I gotta take a screenshot. You have to see this.
Well, like, if you go all the way back in just the Loading Ready Run archive, they get so young. It's almost as if time is an ever-moving.
I have to link this to you.
Oh,
That's him!
Before he had a real chin. Oh.
That's the kind of thing I want to fucking, like, send into them, like, this was you in year 1. He's so fucking young. Like, yeah, that was 10 years ago, but still, Jesus Christ, he's so young. He looks like a fucking kid.
'Cause he kinda is.
I guess, yeah, he'd be about in his early 20s. God, that's crazy. The first year they made 20 grand, that was it.
Like, when you look at the graphs at the main website, like, especially compared to the last few years, the first few were, like, piddly in comparison. Up and up. I mean, I suppose there's probably sort of a slope that they're not likely to really get over. Like, the last 3 years have been pretty consistent. But that's still a giant chunk of change for charity, so. Woo!
I keep waiting for the year that they pass $1 million. This has been so random. So very, very random.
Oh, yes. I think we're probably done talking about anything, especially anything not related to Desert Bus.
I know, we failed miserably as human beings.
Clearly, we are just spreading the word to our very minuscule listener base about something that will be over by the time they have the ability to listen to it, but they can prep for next year. Because Desert Bus. Desert Bus.
Desert Bus.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party with Kiki and Cupcake. Be safe and well, my fellow internet beings. Farewell.
So, good night, Bones?
Yeah, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.